What's Geechee, y'all? All right, brothers. Um, this one, as you read in the title, is I fear no investigation simply because I deal in facts and truth, and I have absolutely nothing to hide. When it comes to the things I say, how I conduct myself, for the most part, it all adds up and coincides together. I know at times I can be vaguely hypocritical. However, I'm able to discern and see, reflect upon, especially when it's either acknowledged that I was in the wrong or if I acknowledge it at a later time. But for the most part, I think about just about everything I say. A lot of things can come out on impulse, but for the most part, I'm not out here to offend nobody, shit like that. Um, However, though, you know what I mean? A lot of people on this platform here on YouTube, that, okay, hold up. First and foremost, my videos are pro truth and, um, damn, kind of lost my train of thought. I'm kind of tired. I slept 7 in the morning. It's all good, though. I'm not making excuses. I just literally had a brain fart. Um, Pro truth and what was the other one? It's beyond me right now. Nonetheless, I got my screen capture on right now, and this is my personal Facebook. I conduct a lot of my business through it, and again, I fear no investigation by any source because I'm not doing anything wrong. Um, I'm just out here trying to live just like each and every one of y'all. I took away the little screen capture, the video, because this is essentially about me, and you're gonna see me in the whole thing. So there's no purpose in um, having my face. It's a little narcissistic, in my opinion. The reason why I do leave the video up in the corner often is just because some people identify more with the personality and shit. Oh, that's what it is. Shmoney, got him. Um, Pro truth and pro personality. So, you know, my brother over at Chronicles of Judah 144 is definitely a primarily and for the most part solely a pro truth channel. He says it himself, and we're essentially both speaking to the same demographic, if you will. Nonetheless, again, this is my personal account or whatever. It's not under like my legal name. My real name is Eric Mention. Let me see here. I'll type it up in the search bar, even though it probably won't come up. That's how you spell it. I'm a junior. Oop, there you go. You know what I'm saying? My middle name is Tommy. Um, I I don't believe if there's any fishy activity going on with my identity, I'll know of it. Cause I don't have any credit cards. I don't do that. I don't play that. Nonetheless, this again. This is my Facebook. Conduct a lot of my business through this. This is how I make means to pay my bills, make my own hours, work for myself, opposed to being a slave to the system. Um, Obviously, okay. Quickly, this is my art. I'll just kind of scroll past it because I did it, so it's like I didn't really notice it. Um, I'm an artist, clearly. I deal in flesh work and other mediums. I've been painting a lot lately. I'm enjoying that. You know what I'm saying? This is Huey and the Scrolls Brothers. If you're interested, tap in to get a custom piece. This one is being gifted to my brother. uh, Easy or Judah Maccabeus. Nonetheless, uh, essentially I'm sharing this, so if brothers want to, you can hit me up. You know what I'm saying? You can tap in the messenger. You don't necessarily have to follow me. You don't have to add me as a friend. I screen every friend request. You know what I'm saying? And if you got put onto my this platform, this Facebook, through my YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and shoot me a message and let me know that's your that's why you're adding me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because on this platform, I post a lot of my art. This is real personal. You feel me? If you will. In terms of YouTube, I'm still working on how to visually express personality. I feel like my Facebook is a very clear cut, decisive visual for the type of personality that I am and the things that I like to bring to the attention of the masses, because I have many people that are non what do they call it? Minorities, non-minorities, so-called whites. I got plenty, minorities, so-called minorities, if you will, of different varieties. And I'm just trying to put knowledge out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my part so that the lies don't continue, the deception does not continue. The so-called black man is the recipient of the most lies, however, which is why I'm speaking specifically to them. Look at this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to go all the way through it. I might address a whole video on that. But my Facebook talks about it. I'm unapologetic about shit. You feel me? You can see all this. This is, if you see this and you tap in, it's all here. You know what I mean? You could look at how I interact with certain people when I choose to do so. I understand how to maintain a level of cordial and, most importantly, a level of respect. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers want to preach that shit. You have to give respect to get respect and all that other bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? It's not bullshit, actually. It's factual. It's true. You know what I'm saying? But brothers don't know how to apply it properly, especially in regards to other nationalities or nations. I'm letting this play out because I'm gonna have to come back in on this and tap in on behalf of the deception when it comes to the shape of the earth that's put upon the entire world and the worldview. You know what I'm saying? People care more about sports. Just imagine if they was as passionate about things that actually mattered as they are about sports. People fill these stadiums. You know what I'm saying? Pay their hard-earned money to just watch an event, watch games. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like, sports is cool, but if the same notion, these people idolize these teams and the loyalty and the fanship that these people have is on a grand scale to where it's borderline worship, idolizing. You know what I'm saying? There, you hold, like, come on, man, how many people get in fights at these games just because somebody's wearing a jersey on the opposite side? Like, the level of ignorance, you know what I mean, that these people conduct themselves with is ridiculous. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a condoner of religion, period. Modern religion has all been warped and in some way, shape, or form is serving a wicked purpose. In a lot of cases, the deities and things of that nature that are being worshipped and idolized are, how do I say this, in place for demons and Luciferian type belief systems and constructs. You don't have to believe me on that. Do your own research. You brothers can look it up. I'm not finna sit here and try and explain everything and explain myself. I explain what I choose to explain and what what I feel most comfortable explaining, as well as what I'm knowledgeable on. I can't always kick the shit smoothly and concisely through my verbiage and my words. My vocabulary is not the largest. It's definitely larger than many brothers out there, but nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? I'm always growing, evolving. Worship of the Sun, the Vatican, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? I quit eating meat back in November 2017, so I don't worry about this. I put it out there to show people. It don't matter the origin or none of that. That stuff's not good for us. Period. I'm gonna be tapping in on MK Ultra, but again, man, this is just my Facebook. It's all public, yo. That's another thing. The reason why the title of this video is "I fear no investigation" is because I don't. My profile is public. I think for the most part, the only things that don't show up is things that are shared from my Instagram. But my Instagram's public, which leads me to my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I plugged it in the last video, which kind of gave me the inspiration and go ahead with sharing this. Just again, I don't fear no investigation. I'm dealing in facts and truth. I don't have anything to hide. I'm not up here trying to represent anything other than pro-truth. And in terms of my channel is my personality. I don't really say pro-personality, but you know what I'm saying? My channel is personality based and pro-truth based, period. And I'm speaking to the nation whom I feel needs the most assistance, in which I happen to be a part of. You know, by default, I did not choose my ethnicity, my nationality, if you will. I didn't choose none of that. It's been out of my hands. I've just learned to deal with it and not deal with it just like internalize shit and have pent up anger and all that extra. I am angry, don't get me wrong. However, I know how to channel my anger and I know where to utilize it and when acts of physical violence are uncalled for, which is most of the damn time, especially here while we're in captivity. Nonetheless, it's my Instagram, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love my daughters, fact. But again, I put nothing over the Most High. I keep the order. The Most High, the man of the house, the woman, the children. But in my case, the woman does not. In all honesty, I actually put my children above the woman, simply because that's how it needs to be for me to maintain my level of focus and not be run astray out here chasing floozies and thotties and all the extra that you brothers is on that tip. You know what I mean? Literally, you all about that tip. You feel me? This is a portrait. Just got into portraits. I want to share this because I'm very honored to have such skill and be able to convey realistic attributes. You know, Tupac, all you brothers out there, only God can judge me, all that bullshit. Show me where the book of Tupac is, brother, in the scriptures. You feel me? You're taking things too literal. You know what I mean? Nah, brother, you can't be judged. However, when I judge according to their actions. You feel me? And their level of respect. First and foremost for themselves, and then again how they treat others or me, for whatever instance. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to be overly righteous and shit. This is my, you know what I mean? I like looking at dope photos, thus inciting me to want to take dope photos. As you can see, and I've stated, I believe I'm an artist. I call myself an artist. People call me an artist. I'm an artist, and this is what I do. You feel me? I will say this picture here on the left is from a time where I was definitely lost, unsure. I don't condone that. I'm not gonna delete it though. You feel me? I let this be a testimony for my growth, because like we can look at when it was posted. I want to say it was last year, and I'm in a different place. Yeah, you know what I mean? over a year ago. And a lot happens in a year, especially if you're on the truth journey. So, you know what I mean? You judge me if you want, but that speaks little to none on the individual that I am. It's helped shape and form me, and I've learned a great deal from those experiences and that identity, you know. Granted, yeah, I do still own blue bandanas. Yes, I do. You know what I mean? The Most High forbid, I guess. Come on. Yes, I do. But it's not in terms. I'm not out here, flaring colors. That's for the East Side. I don't know if there's any Luciferian or satanic hand signs that coincide with that, but call it what you want. Again, I got nothing to hide. This Instagram is completely public. I do have another Instagram. I'm not active on it. I will show just for clarification's sake. It embodied a lot of the things I used to do a little over a year ago. Please do not hit me up for shoes. For the most part, I will deny them, and particularly Jordan restorations and complex shit. I'm only into like simple customs, like some Tims or something. You know, I did the whole work. Soul swaps, free brothers that know what that is. This is a personal custom. It's a little bait. I didn't even finish the other shoe. I still have them. But you know, it is what it is. This is just me. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of interesting things. I feel. You know, I personally think I'm an interesting person, and I have a great deal to offer. Really, anybody. You know what I'm saying? But again, my content is geared towards the so-called black man, and it's also made with the foresight that, you know, idealistically my channel will never be taken down, and I have this archive of videos for my children to discern and make their own judgment upon the man I was, in the event of my untimely departure from this realm. However, you know, that's me. That's what I'm doing, because I have a great distance from my children right now, physically and spiritually, all type. I have essentially no relationship with my daughters, and it's not by choice. I'm not here trying to justify things. I'm not here placing blame. I've laid I made my bed. Now I must lie in it and pay for the consequences of my actions, dating back to whom I chose to have children with. And to you young brothers out there that aren't fathers yet, be very wise about your decisions, please, because you know it becomes a 18 to 21 year contractual obligation, and it can hinder many endeavors that you want to embark on in life. And that's just a warning. That's not saying that kids aren't beautiful. Kids are a beautiful thing. My children are responsible for the growth that was emerging inside of me. I felt different my entire life. A lot of brothers out there, I know you feel it as well. You feel special. You feel like you have a greater calling, a greater purpose in this life, in this world. And that's factual, brother. That's the Most High Spirit brewing in you. You just got to get back to the Most High. Get back to them laws, statutes, and commandments. And I'm on my way. I'm not perfect, brothers. I will self-admit that today I still smoke weed. I smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? But tap in with me, you know, a year from now. Things of that nature. Even months. Cigarettes got to go ASAP for me. It's coming to a head. And then I also understand should not be ingesting the herb marijuana through the lungs. Nothing should go in your lungs other than air. And, you know, it's a herb. We can still dibble and dabble, but it should be ingested orally by eating it. You feel me? And ingested through the digestive system. I'm stuck on this little picture because this is definitely pertains. I'm not gonna sit here and read it to you, brothers, but it's there. It's one of the recent posts, and it's a meme. Damn it, you know what I mean? You can look it up as a meme. You can look up this book. You can purchase the book. I intend on, you know what I mean, furthering my studies on what these wicked individuals that are controlling this world, what they got planned, and I intend to purchase this book when I'm done with the scriptures. And I mean, I'll never be done with the scriptures, but I want to at least get through the entire Holy Bible at least once before I really start entertaining other things and other philosophies in terms of understanding them greater, so that I have a greater understanding of my enemy and their ideologies, philosophies, and beliefs, simply to expose them. I'm not stirring and no, man, come on. If you think I'm a agent of chaos, then you have another thing coming to you, because I ain't doing nothing but promoting positivity and progression for a nation that's in despair right now. You feel me? Like, you mad at me for trying to help brothers? Then so be it. You know what I mean? Some art and stuff. Got a lot of love on that. I appreciate that, everybody that may watch this. I'm gonna keep this kind of short. I'm just gonna go through real quick, and I'm gonna be on that. And this is like my history. You know what I'm saying, on YouTube. This is the type of content that I entertain. You can see kind of the watch times. I didn't really touch on those. Anything, if you see I watch myself, it's not me watching myself. That's retarded. Plus, I clearly know everything that I just said, and I'm not afraid of scrutiny. You know what I mean? Like, and investigation. I'm not on any level. I'm not doing anything wrong here. I'm trying to live and live well, and you know, promote progression and truth nonetheless. Yes, I do address my brothers primarily, and I will continue to do so. However, anybody from any nation and any gender, you know, there's only two, if you didn't know, but from any gender can get some game from what I kick, period. That's how I see it. You know, you don't have to see it that way. Yes, I listen to ignorant music. It's pure entertainment. Cool. You know what I mean? The old stuff, the real conscious, the real lyrical stuff. There's some newer artists, and then there's my old artists I still mess with, of course, you know. But I'm just gonna dibble, scroll, kind of show you. I've been definitely entertaining my brother Chronicles of Judah, simply because brother got a well of knowledge, and I'm taking heed, you know what I'm saying? I'm just listening what brother got to say. Anything that doesn't sound truthful, I'm going to scrutinize. You know what I mean? But I'm not a follower of his. I'm not under him, any of that type bull. I'm off that. You know what I mean? I don't idolize him. I respect him for the wealth of knowledge that he has obtained over his years. You know what I'm saying? He's very, I don't know how old bro is. He's very elusive, but you know, that's where I come in. I come in a little more personal. You know what I mean? I'm trying to attract people with my personality, draw them in with that, while I'm blessing that ass with some facts and truth. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I watch so-called white people. You feel me? Like, come on. You gotta be ignorant to think that I'm like that naive, or I only entertain black people or so-called black people and things of that nature. You know, a lot of people make good content, that's general content. You know what I mean? Or at least how do I say this? Topic specific or interest specific to me. That's the stuff I entertain. I don't entertain bullshit. When I notice it's bullshit, I'm out there. Like, you know what I mean? When you see stuff like that, either I had something else, you know, not saying Chronicles of Judah came with some bullshit. Maybe I've seen something else I liked. I don't know. And if I am entertaining bullshit, it's just to see it from my understanding and how I understand and perceive things, because I believe I have a greater understanding than the average Joe, and in particular the average black man, so-called black man. But you know, this Bible Project, they do a great breakdown. I think it's rather unbiased for the most part. I don't know their motive other than, you know, getting the gospel out there. I don't believe they're racist. They're in Portland, Oregon, which is a few-hour drive from where I'm located. So I may, you know, pop up on them one day, reach out to them. Not looking to join hands with them, but I want to see where they're coming from. If they're that close to me, why not? Again, I fear no investigation. I don't believe they fear any investigation. As a nonprofit, and when you watch some of their videos, they don't really discriminate in terms of pigmentation and things of that nature. I think they understand in whom they're dealing with, and whom the scriptures are written about, and the so-called color of the people in the scriptures, the individuals, the prophets, the Messiah, the slave, everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just music and shit. I'm just gonna get this cleaned up, or just go through it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again you see like a Drake in terms of music, but I don't listen to Drake. I don't really listen to a lot of the mainstreams. I listen to things either after or whatever. I just listen to what appeases me. I'm not, you know what I mean? You brothers out there get too caught up on an artist, and you so loyal to their fan base and they a cult following type shit, and it's sad. It's wicked. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, that's me. You know what I'm saying? It's Lives Dashboard videos. This is the content I have. You know what I'm saying? This is what I got. Like, look at this shit. This is why I got this up real quick, and then I'm done. Look at my view counts. You know what I mean? All right here. Look at these view counts, y'all. You know what I mean? This is from my end. You won't see this unless you go to like all my videos. But like, come on. I have no, you know what I mean? I have no financial obligation to YouTube. I have no financial goals for YouTube. I'm using YouTube as a tool to get the truth out there. That's all I'm using it as. I don't care what you think about my videos. If you think they're low quality, low budget, ass, all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here to speak the truth so that it's out there. You know what I'm saying? And this year I'm primarily focused on just getting a great deal of truth out there, a base level of understanding of me and where I'm coming from for future videos, because, you know, live streams is cool, they're fun, I like them, but I got bigger plans in terms of the content I want to offer. And like, I understand how video works as well, you know what I mean? I'm very like technical when it comes to certain things. I like to break it down and understand how it works, why it works that way, which is why I've gotten on my truth journey. I've always been like that, but my children really incited that for me to take it to the next level, because every parent will sit there and tell you to your face that they will do any and everything for their children, but it's not often that they will change their complete ideology on how they see the world, how they perceive the world, let alone believe the world they live in and its shape, you know what I'm saying? As well as the ideologies and the inclination that they've been lied to by the establishment, by the authorities, by the religions, and all this other. Like, People won't make that necessary step and step outside of those human constructs and start seeking truth instead of seeking answers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think it was kicked to me like that, or kicked to me like this. I think it was a comedian or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You, I think he was a child and he said, "My father always told me that there's only two kind of questions, or there's two kind of people: the people that ask why questions, and then there's people that ask what questions." And you know what I mean? If you're just asking for why, you just want answers. And if you asking what, then you want the truth. You feel me? So instead of asking why do we need money to live on earth when we didn't choose to be here? You feel me? That's a question I would ask myself many, many years ago. But then I began to start asking, what makes money so important that we need it to live? And I uncovered that for myself. You know what I'm saying? I can address it here. I will. I'm sure I will. But I'm not at this time. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, though, this is just kind of like, this is partially a personal testimony as well. On behalf of my truth journey and where I'm headed, I will do like an official testimony and just kind of like, I want to get a structure, and then I'll just write the bullet points or whatever. Maybe I'll make something to display on the screen capture, because I just want to do it live, improv. It's about me, but I also might, you know what I mean, produce that video and make it a little more, you know, higher resolution in terms of the on face and the visuals that accompany that. I don't like to have just the whole video me on camera talking. That's, excuse me, just doing the most. Again, that's seeking too much vanity, or just vanity, period. I'm not seeking vanity. I seek a platform. I seek a level of notoriety. You know what I'm saying? I don't seek fame here. I don't know what, I think it might be on a Drake song, but in the beginning it was like, fame and notoriety, there's a difference. Fame is when people know you. Notoriety is when people know your work. And I'm looking to obtain notoriety so that I can have a platform to truly bless the so-called black community with a great deal of fruitful knowledge, so that we can reestablish order within this community. That's just about all I got, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep doing this. Like I said, this year I'm focused on just getting everything out in the clear, and then I'll probably make more. I also, more than likely, have figured out how to express my personality a little better. Things of that nature. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, here's the Instagram. No, not that one. That's one of them, but I don't post on it, so don't follow it. This is something I continuously post on. I'm not the best poster. I don't pay too much attention to this bullshit. It's a social media. Some of you people live and thrive off it. I use it as what it's supposed to be, a tool for communication. I'm also utilizing it as a tool for my artistic career. But yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Please, no fucking weirdos, yo. I don't do that shit. I don't condone that shit. You see how I feel about fucking pedophilia and all that other shit. And if you don't, and you follow my Facebook from here, then you know it is what it is, y'all. I'm not over here over glorifying women. I'm not trying to demean women either. I'm just trying to restore order within the community. I'm trying to encourage, and you know, so-called black men, that starts with you, because it just does. It's the order, period. I'm not gonna check that. Alright, y'all. I'm out. I'm finna do this little flat earth joint to start.